Hello students, today we are going to continue our unit, the scientific study, about which we have already learned two lessons, in which we have studied that, before that we have studied that how many fields of science are there and what are their achievements. So, do you think that there are only achievements, only advantages of science? So, later I will ask some questions related with it. Think once, keep in mind about that question. So, here in fact, there are some disadvantages also. So, today we will discuss about such disadvantages, that means the challenges of science, and after that we will study about what precautions can we take during working in laboratory. We do different type of experiments in laboratory. So, during that what precautions should be taken, about that also we will discuss, and then we will read about scientific measurement and an introduction of scientific notation. So, it is about today's class. So, at first I am going to ask you one question. So, that is, what are the challenges of the achievements of science? So, challenges means what are the negative aspects of the achievements of the science? Achievement is advantageous, but there may be some disadvantages also. So, what are they? Just think once. Have you got? Okay. One example is enough, does not matter, just note down one example. We will discuss about the challenges, and after that we will compare that really what challenges are you have remembered and what is missed. Okay. Now, you can see that diagram. Yes, here it is given steam engine. It is the oldest one when it was discovered, I mean invented. At that time the steam engine was so simple type, and this engine was used in many industries for different purposes, and later it was very common in railway engines, rail engines. In that engine, look, yes, you have seen rail, train. Rail is the path on that the mean of transportation that runs, that is train. So, here double engines are shown, does not matter. So, like that engines are connected with number of compartments for carrying loads, for carrying goods, and for carrying people from one place to another place. Look here, it is a steam engine, that means by burning coal, water is changed into steam, and that steam is used to run the engine by which the transportation system works. Okay. So, okay, that is advantage, but look, what is the disadvantage from it? Can you guess? It is clear, yes, that is smoke. Look here, that is very bad for environment. Another thing, there is sound pollution also, not only air pollution, yes. So, it is its challenge. So, in every advantage and side effect, there may be disadvantages also. So, one is that. Another example I am going to show you. So, you look here, this diagram, that is about nuclear power plant. Can you guess that what may be its challenge? You may say that it is here smoke, but look that it is not so harmful, it is not smoke, it is water vapor. So, water vapor is not as disadvantageous as the carbon smoke, about which you have seen in train. Yes, in fact, its challenges are different. You have listened about different types of nuclear power plants accidents occurred in past, Chernobyl accident, Bhopal's accident, yes, that was about leaking of some radioactive chemicals, and then Japan's incident I am saying, does not matter, that is event, yes. So, these things you have listened, and due to little bit action which should be done in few seconds was missed in all these cases, and there were very more loss of property and life. So, you can see in detail about them in by going in website from YouTube, you can observe that. But here it is looking very neat and clean, except that thing. In fact, where there the radioactive substances are kept stored and where they are loaded for the energy. Sometimes if accident occurs at that places, then it harms a lot. Okay. So, it is also very disadvantageous and it becomes pandemic, not only for a particular type of organisms. For all the organisms, for the environment, for water, for foodstuffs, for these different things, they harm. If any person consumes such things, then the person also get that negative impact of it. Okay. So, there are two just simple examples for your understanding. You can think about the rest. Any achievement of science, it looks very nice, but is there any side effect? You can find yourself about it. Okay. So, let us discuss about some of them. Here, achievement and challenges of the science and technology. At first, we are going to discuss about the field of health. In field of health, what type of achievements we have got, about which we have already discussed. Some may be additional here. Development of effective treatment system. Yes, now it is available. Organs transplantation in human body. Nowadays, organs of other animals, organs of one person to another person, that may be eye, heart and other organs, kidney. They are transplanted, by which a person can get life, a person get chance to survive some longer on the earth. Yes, that is very good thing. Development of modern technology like ultrasound, CT scan and X-ray, by using which we can observe inside the body, which is not visible from outside, but we can see the internal structures by using these things, this technology. Test tube baby, about which we have discussed last time. In fact, it is not the baby formed inside the test tube, but some steps before fertilization is done in test tubes. That is why it is called as test tube baby. Okay. Before fertilization, the fusion, before fertilization we cannot say, before that means replacement of the fertilized egg. The cells, the gametes are fertilized inside a test tube, and after that only it is implanted in mother's uterus, and after that it grows, about which we discussed last time. Okay. So, test tube baby is also one achievement. Another is given here, increment in average lifespan. We Nepali people also have increased our average lifespan. Yes. So, worldwide that average lifespan of human beings is increased. So, because of what? That is due to achievements of the health. So, here there are advantages, but what are challenges? Some of them are listed here. Origin and expansion of new fatal diseases. New diseases are seen time by time. Last 2 years, past 2 years, we have faced corona. Yes. So, that is very new for us. We have not listened about this type of disease, this sort of disease, but it happened. So, that may be because of health inventions. In fact, the real region is not known till now, but about guess we cannot say that really it is, but there is possibility of some problem in health also. Yes. Okay. I mean some from these achievements here that may cause more possibility of biological accidents. So, it is directly related. Sometimes when persons are tried to transplant one organ into another, it is not necessary that it will be success. Yes, that may be unsuccess also, by which the person, the victim may die also. Yes. So, there are some challenges for it. Okay, now see about next sector. So, what is the next sector? Agriculture. You know that everyday population is increasing. Field is contracting. In what sense? That is contracting. Because on the land, number of construction works are done. Number of buildings are raising. Every year they are raising. So, agriculturable lands are decreasing every year, but population is increasing. So, there is no alternative of growing more food, more grains in that limited land, and it is possible It is made possible by what? That is by the achievement in the field of or in the sector of agriculture. Okay. So, here for this purpose, number of pesticides, you know that those chemicals which are used to kill pests, harmful animals and plants for our crops, fertilizers, developed seeds, developed technology, that means method of cultivation, yes, more crop yield and expansion of market. Nowadays, in our market also, there are available product of other countries. So, here it is because of their more production. People are able to produce, consume and then transport. So, it is made available because of the what? Achievement of agriculture. Yes. And what are challenges then? But because of the use of pesticides, fertilizers, soil is degrading. The quality of soil is becoming low, that is degrading. Yes, because of the overuse of pesticides and fertilizers, especially chemical fertilizers. Organic fertilizers are using less, chemical fertilizers are using more. In fact, it is opposite. What should be there? Less use of chemical fertilizer and more use of organic fertilizer is advantageous. Yes, but somewhere it is not happening in this track. Okay. Next thing, loss of indigenous technology and indigenous crops. In Nepali we say raithane. Yes. So, this type of seeds, this type of grains which are more tasty, yes, more hygienic, that may be meat, milk, like that you can say other crops, grains. So, they are being disappeared, they are decreasing every day, and only those who can give more production, they are increasing, they are being dominant. Yes. So, here the production which is that means the crops which are being produced in very large amount relative to the indigenous. In amount that is okay, but in quality, quantity is more, but quality is what? Less. So, we are consuming less quality product, only quantity is more, because we have to supply the demand of people. Yes. Okay. Now, next there are two sectors in this table. One sector is transport and another one is education. So, let us discuss about transport. Here we are very familiar with water transportation, that may be boating, may be shipping, road transportation, different types of vehicles who run on the road, then air transportation, that is aeroplanes, and another one is added here is space transportation. In present days, for few people, space transportation is also available. By paying, people may go in space. Yes. So, there are some agencies, not in Nepal, but in other countries, there are some agencies who are sending people in space, for which they have to pay a big amount of money. Yes, but it is available. Okay. Anyway, all those means of transportation which run in water, on road, in air or in space, they use fuel, and most of them consume fossil fuel. So, the first and very common challenge is what? Pollution, air pollution. Air pollution is caused by them. Okay. Another thing, if you are walking on the road, does not matter, if we are walking on the road, we may get an accident, that is less chance. After accident, on walking also we have, that means any vehicle can hit, does not matter. Or by colliding with a stone, you can fall down, but here you will get only hurt. But remember, when a fast running train gets an accident, number of people die. When a flying aeroplane crashes, no people survive there. Yes. So, here accident is also in large scale. And another is given here, war. In war also different type of transportations are used, different means of transportation are used. different types of tanks, yes, different types of other vehicles which are used to fire, to kill people. So, do you think that war is advantageous for human being? Never. Yes. So, war is also a challenge because of the achievement in transportation. Yes. Okay. In education, nowadays we are using ICT, you are in front of television, you are watching here, that is the achievement. You can watch any time in YouTube, you can see the class, so that is your achievement. Yes, you can do homework in such media, you can send to your teacher can give feedback to you. So, all these things are because of the development in ICT, that is in the field of education. But if they are not using properly, then what does it cause? Health problems. If you are passing more time in front of television, in front of such electronic media, then that may harm your eyes, may harm your bones because of your posture, different posture. Yes. So, body problems, I can see your health problems you may face or we may face. Next one is change in the pattern of socialization. Here nowadays you have seen that in our houses also, when we family members get together in a room, then many of us be busy in electronic media. They do not talk. In that media they say hello, hi, nearby person. Yes, it happens. Is it good? Really not good. Obviously it is not good. Yes. So, here pattern of socialization is also changed. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, in some sense you may think that, you may say that yes, it is okay, but this pattern is completely changed. Yeah. Next is industries, and after that we will discuss in last about artificial intelligence. At first say about industries. Here the achievement of industries, access to consumers. A wide range of consumers is obtained by the producers, that means industrialists. Industries have their wide range of consumers, yes, and then less input because of the industries manpower is reduced, machines are doing more work, yes, which cannot be done by 100 and 1000 people, that can be done by machine, that work is done by a machine, yes, and production range is also increased. So, that is the achievement of industries, and industries are causing pollution because they use fuel, yes, environmental imbalance, that may be sound pollution, air pollution, water pollution. Because of that, environment is also in the condition of what? Imbalancing. In fact, these two terms are closely related. Because of that pollution, environmental imbalance is being, okay, and the production in more amount, more than required amount is also not good. Some things which are produced in limited amount, that is okay, good. But if we are there, if these things are, some things are produced more than in required amount and people are consuming more than required amount, then that is also not good. Yes. Okay. Now, discuss about artificial intelligence, which is widely used in computer in present days. So, it has made easy human life due to development of automatic technology. Yes, when you open your mobile, Facebook or other websites, what do you like to see? Artificial intelligence identifies it by studying your past work. So, such type of things, such videos, such informations display at first. Have you cleared it? So, that is done by artificial intelligence, and what other works can be done, you have studied, yes, or you will study also in class 10 more about artificial intelligence, but I think you are familiar with AI, artificial intelligence. Okay. So, it has made each and everything of a person's open. When you are interacting with your mobile, whatever you are seeing, that is open. The persons related with that field can find easily that what are you doing. Yes. Because of it, what is your location? Where are you at present? If criminals know it, then they may harm us. Okay. Like that, hackers, they do the work on the basis of it. Okay. So, one thing is that, and here the things which were done by people, artificial intelligence is doing that. So, unemployment, that means employment problem. More employees are not required, then what will happen? If work of persons is done by computers, that means persons have to be more smart, isn't it? Their work, they have to search for another work which cannot be done by computers. So, it is causing unemployment. Now, at last we are going to discuss about energy and arms. Energy, that means related with different energy sources. Yes, different type of energy sources are provided by science, and you can say that fossil fuel, naturally it is obtained, but what makes to separate different components of that? Different components means you know that crude oil is the raw oil which is obtained from the rocks, and this raw oil is separated by fractional distillation into diesel, petrol, kerosene, different type of lubricants, Vaseline, and asphalt. Asphalt, you know, that is that black tar used in construction of roads. So, these things are separated from the same raw material. Yes, and that is made possible by what? Science. Yes, electricity is another energy. Nowadays, we use different type of solar equipments. Yes, like that nowadays we are using compressed air in industries as the source of energy. So, all of them are the development in energy. Okay. Here some of them are given: hydroelectricity, wind energy, solar energy, nuclear energy, etc. And arms, different types of arms are made: missiles, tanks, guns, explosives, yes, their use. So, that is all of these are achievement of what? Arms, that means science. And their challenge, pandemic caused by nuclear leak. Here nuclear energy also, it causes what? Loss of property in high scale, war used against human life, that is also not good, environmental pollution in few cases. Here in the case of hydroelectricity there is not environmental pollution. In the case of wind energy and solar energy there is not environmental pollution, but in the case of nuclear energy, if there is accident, it may cause. In the case of fossil fuels, yes. So, in some cases it causes environmental pollution, yes. So, they were about different types of challenges of the achievements of science. Now, whatever you have learnt, I am not going to revise again. You have studied about different sectors, achievements and their challenges. So, discuss about these questions. First one is, state any two challenges of scientific achievement in transportation sector. You can give? Yes. Okay. What are the achievement of science in health sector? So, here the achievement, about achievement you have learnt earlier also, and today also you have studied. So, just 2-3 achievements you have to mention. There is possibility of losing employment due to AI. AI means artificial intelligence. So, explain, that means by giving reason you have to explain it well. Mention any two challenges of scientific achievement in the agriculture sector. In agriculture sector you have to mention about it, and next finally you are going to discuss, you are going to do that, state the challenge of the achievement of science in education sector. Okay students, so you have seen these questions and you have to write answer of these questions and then you have to show it to your teacher. Okay. Now, discuss about another question. Accidents during practical activities in laboratories. Related with that, I am going to ask you a question. So, think about it. Do you have any experience of accident occurred in science laboratory? It may not be your own, but have you listened about event in nearby your school, in neighboring school or neighboring village? Just remind once. Okay, doesn't matter. Now, here sometime it happens. Sometimes we get accident when we work some experimental work in laboratories. Yeah. So, what may be the possible factors of accident in laboratories? Look here, what is the girl doing? Pouring chemical into a test tube. Yes. Yes, he is wearing gloves, very nice. But what is he not doing which should be done? Can you guess? Yes, spectacles, goggles. Yes, transparent goggles should be used by her because the chemical may splash out and it may come in contact with eyes. Yes, so that is one thing. In next thing, just guess what is there? They are doing each and everything, goggles, but no gloves. Look. And here the chemical is powering by facing the mouth of the vessel towards next friend. That is also not good. Yeah. Okay. Now, next event. Oh, fire. Wearing goggles, not wearing what? Gloves. And here fire is on the naked hand. Okay. Doesn't matter. Sometimes by taking precautions also it may occur, but in that condition we get less harm. Yes, sometimes it happens. And other cause of accident in laboratories, if materials are not placed properly, they are kept here and they are so dirty laboratories here, look here, that also may cause accident. Okay? So, there are some factors. Now, here one thing you should know that in laboratories, different type of chemicals are kept in containers, some in cans, some in bottles, some in others. So, there are some symbols to which you have to identify. If you identify them and be careful about them, then it will reduce your, that means, chance of accident. First one is chemical hazard. So, that symbol, you are familiar with that symbol, danger. Yes. Look, if that symbol is made, it means that there is electrical hazard. If you are made that symbol, it shows that there is eye and face hazard and it shows fire hazard. That means the chemical kept in that vessel is inflammable. If it is kept near fire, it may burn. Okay, near fire, not in fire. Yeah. Okay. Next symbols, look here, animal hazard. Yes. So, animal hazard is another one. Here sharp instrument hazard, it is clear. Heat hazard, yes, it may cause burn, and glassware hazard. So, we have to handle them carefully, otherwise they may break, they may make wound. Okay. Radioactive hazard, it looks like fan. You may say that it may be because of that means far wind. No, it shows that radioactive substance is stored here. In our lab, they are not used, but that is also one symbol. Explosive hazard, that means the chemical may explode. So, we have to handle very carefully. Biohazard. Biohazard, you don't think that bio means only big animals. Yes. If there was stored any virus or bacteria in laboratory and it get leaked from there, it may harm. That is biohazard. You have listened about biowar, by using virus and bacteria in different sources, if sent in another country, that causes pandemic situation. That is one biohazard. Laser radiation hazard. Laser rays we use, laser beam, yes, and these laser beams are also not good for our health, some particular organs, especially for eyes, So, we have to be careful while using them. Okay? Now, let us discuss one thing, how is the concentrate acid diluted? If you have taken, if you are given concentrate acid, then how will you dilute it? Very simple, by mixing water in it. But if you are not following correct instruction for it, it may cause hazard. Okay? So, that is how I will show you later. How is alcohol heated? If you heat alcohol directly on the stove, it may burn, it may cause fire. So, here also we have to be careful, we will discuss about them. And what precautions should we take while pouring chemical in a test tube from bottle? So, that thing I shown you in one figure, one diagram, you have seen it. So, about these things we are going to discuss, especially the above two, because third one is already discussed. Look here, this case, in this case acid is taken in the vessel and water is added. So, here danger zone, you are saying water in acid, we should not add. So, what should we do? We should do that. We should take what? Acid, that means in can, in beaker in which we have to add, there should be water and acid should be dropped in that water. Here what is done? Water is added into acid, that may come out, splash out by some reaction occurred there. So, we should add what? Acid in water. Okay. And for alcohol, what, how can we heat them? Look here, alcohol is not heated directly on the flame, but it is heated inside water. It is called as water bath. Water is taken in a beaker, that water is heated by this burner and inside that in the test tube alcohol is taken. So, it is alcohol. In this way we have to heat. Okay. And other thing, you know that how to power, we have to power chemical from bottle to funnel without inclining it towards anybody's face, and very slowly we have to drop it, about which I have already shown you. Okay. So, here what should we keep in our mind while working in laboratory? Any apparatus or chemicals should be touched only after the teacher's permission. Yes, just you have to note down, such lists are made in laboratories, they are displayed at proper place. Yes, and we should follow them. While working in laboratory, protective materials such as gloves, apron, goggles, etc. should be worn. In case of any accident, we should inform the teacher immediately. Immediately, the first work should be what? To inform teacher, and side by side you have to support the victim if you are not victim then. Before using a device, you should get information about it, how should we use. When using chemical, we should take only the required amount to use it, not in more than enough amount. Do not waste chemicals. We should use chemicals carefully because they may cause accident. The window and doors should be kept open during working in laboratory. A very good ventilation is required in laboratory while working, especially chemical activities. If a strong acid is needed, the teacher should be informed. Chemicals should not be tested, smelled or touched with skin contact. Different accidents have occurred in our periphery also by it. Some naughty students just they test, sometimes it becomes, that means the chemical may be poisonous. So, we should not taste, smell and touch directly by skin, that is why we have to wear glove. After experiment, clean and use area and equipment. What equipment you have used, that should be cleaned, and the equipment should be kept at the initial place in initial condition, initial position. Okay. After experimentation, hands should be washed with soap and water properly. Okay. Next thing, here I am giving you a project work for the, that means you have to watch, that is very interesting, you have to go at that link, note down that link, https, yes, and copy it, or you can click from mobile if you have nearby you, otherwise note that link. So, you have to go, not now, after the class, you have to go at that link, watch the video. It is very short video, and it is about precautions should be taken while experimenting in laboratories, and you have to make a report after that. Okay. So, now we have come about at last, whatever you have learnt, just see. But before that, I would like to repeat once what have we learnt really. Today we discussed about different type of challenges of different sectors of science, different achievements we have got from in different sectors. So, there is not only achievement, there are challenges also. So, we have discussed about that. Then we discussed some precaution which should be taken in laboratories, and what should be done, what should not be done, we have discussed. Yes. So, in that this symbol was also shown. Do you remember what hazard does the symbol indicate? So, this hazard is related with acidity, basicity, radioactivity or windy. You have to tick one. Okay, let us see what is it. Are you correct? Okay. Next one, what does the symbol, and symbol is that very easy to identify, made on a chemical container, indicate about the chemical. So, here are everything is related with what causes burn if touched, burns near fire, burns with acid, burns with base, everywhere burn. Oof. So, your guess, and it is true, burns near fire. Next, which challenge of following is related with industrial sector? Deforestation, bioaccident, eye diseases or global warming? Yes, that is global warming. Okay. Now, next, achievement of which field of science is AI? Very simple question. Easily you have guessed, probably all of you are correct, that is physics. Okay. Now, some questions to write answer. You have to just write question now. Science may destroy life and property in a large scale. Justify it. What is the cause of keeping the windows and doors of a laboratory opened? What precautions should be taken while using chemicals in laboratories? Mention any two achievements and two challenges of agricultural field. All of them are very familiar to you. So, you have to write answer of these questions, and you have to show the answers to your teacher. Okay? So, that is all for today. Namaste.